Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Niggas playing hard, but he really soft. Prosper got shot, Tate got shot.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, now
See this? How you cannot go again?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Where does the fault lie on you? Hey, family, we are back in business. We are doing what we do. Hey, Lisa Taylor, what's going on? I see you in the building. I see Zena's in the house. Good afternoon. You guys, we are back in business. We started coming back on Sunday. I'm trying to get everything adjusted. The ones that was here Sunday know that, I messed up some stuff. And, we were down, but we wasn't out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm one of those type of people that, when the going gets rough, I don't get going. Shoot, I speed it up. Like, okay, you have to sit and think what you got to do. You got priorities. You got your family that, you've been, neglecting what they think you're neglecting them or whatever. And so, and then you got your house that, you got to take care of. You got to wash and clean and cook and get things out the house because you done piled up stuff, just all kind of stuff. Got a roof. They're going to put a new roof on my house because the wind in the tornadoes here in the Midwest is something that you guys just do not understand. We literally have tornadoes every year, and I live on what they call the tornado alley. I live right on that alley. My backyard is I-35, which is the highway from the north of the United States to the south of the United States. You could take I-35 and reach Canada, or you could take I-35 and you can find yourself in Texas and Mexico and all that other stuff. But so the tornado comes directly always in my backyard. And I'm not saying we had a tornado in the last week or two, but it was like maybe 3 months ago. And it was weird because it was, 3 months ago, you say, well, dang, SP, it was wintertime. It was January, February, March, April, May, January, February. But you got to remember, in those months, they was crazy months. It wasn't like the months we usually have, cold, snow, and ice and all that. We were having storms like we normally have in the summertime. Well, and I did not know until, I started, cleaning up the backyard and cleaning up the front yard and the side of the house. Cause I don't get out there and do that, the kids get out there doing it. My kids, the grandkids, and my husband. And they were saying, Mama, there's shingles on the floor, on the ground. And I'm like, shingles on the ground? And I was like, they must be the neighbors, because we got some new neighbors. They got a new roof. They got their roof to look like my roof. So first, before, nobody wanted a black roof. Nobody over here they was like, oh, that house got to be hot. But, I wanted a black roof, and I thought I just wanted something different. Well, what happened was, I'm thinking everybody saying a black roof is going to detect or reflect the heat, and your house is going to be hot. But what actually happened, it reflects the heat. So it does bounce on the house, but it bounces off. And my house is cooler. I don't know why. Maybe because I listened to people for so long. I thought I heard somebody at the door. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Diesel didn't bark. Okay, so let me tell you. But anyways, she said we got a new roof a couple of years ago due to storm damage paid for by the insurance. Yeah, the insurance is paying for my roof. First they told me no, and I literally was like, we cannot be paying insurance and not get a roof. Oh, you guys want to give me gutters? No, give me gutters and a roof, because I can replace my gutters if need be. But anyway, they came back, they resubmitted it, and they said they looked at it, but I doubt they looked at it. I think they just took what I said. Like I said, the way that I approach things now, at first, I was being like, I don't want to be, loud and complaining and, and embarrassing, to my people, and be like, oh, she's an angry black woman and she loud. And, people play on stuff like that, because at the end of the day, they, you be soft and you be like, oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Man, looky here. This is what I had to tell him. Sir, you wake me up in the first thing in the morning telling me that you're not going to do nothing to my roof and all the shingles are on the ground. No, sir, this is not appropriate. This does not pass the smell test. No, we're not doing this. And let me tell you this, while you're trying to overtalk me, this is what I told him, because I shut up and let him say what he wanted to say. You can say what you want to say, but at the end of the day, this is my investment. I have invested in this house for 30 years, thinking that I got some good notch insurance. I have been loyal and faithful with the insurance, knowing that you guys are charging me 3 times the amount that I would if I came on tomorrow. My insurance has been increasing every year. I have not said a word because I'm thinking that, I want to keep it like it is. Well, one of my friends told me that passed away, keep everything like it is. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. So, and it was a white friend of mine, and I love him so dearly. His name was Warren Groves, you guys. I've never met a white man that attached himself in business, professional, attached himself to a sister, didn't want nothing from her but a friendship, as he gives everybody else a friendship. He won my heart. He won my heart. We was friends. I could call him and tell him anything. He could call and tell me anything. And I miss him. When I even think about him, tears, want to flow because I do miss him. But anyway, he never tried to, you would think, an older white man, kind of big and chunky, and he got his own law firm. He ain't gonna be friends. Yep. He was my friend. He helped me out of trouble. He helped my family out of trouble. Well, that's his job. I mean, he made it strictly business, but we just chopped it up. Like, if he had something he was selling or something, he was like, hey, I got this Cadillac over here. I know you want it. Come take a look at it. I'm like, dude, let me look at it. And it was nice, but I was getting out of my Cadillac phase. I always drove Cadillacs, but I was like, it's got to be, I just like Cadillacs. I just did. I don't know. It's your environment, how, what you come out of, Anyway, he told me to don't ever change it, and so I've never changed it. But I let them know that day that if you don't promote what, you guys stand for, you're not like a State Farm, is a good neighbor and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I said, because I can bundle my stuff with State Farm and I can be on my way tomorrow. That's what I told them. And then I got off the phone with him and called his boss. And she was like, oh, we're so sorry. We wrote it up as hail damage and not wind. What you talking about? I'm in the state of Kansas. I'm not even tripping about hail. We wasn't talking about hail. I told you that shingles is off my house. I ain't said nothing about hail. And then you guys are saying that you came here, but you didn't. So, like I just told him, I will tell you, if this does not go through, you can count me out. I'm done. I'm to the point where I am nice and I do let things go. But at some time when you're just fed up with the things that are supposed to be stable in your life, these are things that's stable in my life. My family, my home, my job, my career, my relationship with the Lord, you guys, my grandson. Those things are stable in my life. Like, those are the things that I care about. Now, anything else, You can say your mail didn't come today. If it wasn't something I wasn't expecting or whatever, somebody got it or whatever. Hey, it is what it is. Oh, your subscription is wrong. We pulled out $500. That's what they did just the other day. I'm like, oh, well, we're not going to give it back to you, but we're going to put it down for credit. You're not going to give me my $500 back? No, we're going to put it down for credit. So, I'd be like, a lot of things. Here's something else. Like I said, everything makes you who you are. My mother would always say, she don't want to die being an angry woman. She got angry with her friend because they called my brother crazy. My brother was special. But we let him live his life. So he had a full life. We didn't, put him in a box and he had to be all nice. I mean, he laughed and he enjoyed and he figured it out and he had his own friends and he was headstrong. Like if he didn't want to do something, you couldn't make him do it. But he tried to get it together and try to understand why. He got to brush his teeth. Why he got to go to the dentist? Why he got to take a bath? Why he got to change his clothes? Why? Because he didn't understand. He had a kid mind. His brain, when he had that high fever, which was like I couldn't tell you what his fever was. It was way above 107. But what it did was it fried his brain. So the time that he had stopped growing, his brain stopped growing, was the age that he was 7, 8 years old. So his mentality being grown was still in a 7, 8-year-old mind mentality, right? So, like I said, it's just part of your environment. It makes you who you are and things of that nature. I want to know, because we're on here and we're not going to stay on here long, you guys. You guys know how we do it. Like I said, we'll be coming on almost every day. Every day we're going to be coming on. People fall to the wayside. They say they your buddy, they your friend, they ain't going nowhere. We're cool, do. But then they want you to dance to their beat. Maybe they had a bad day or something, and then they standing on it. I don't know. But it's sad, but life still goes on. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna have to go to work. You still gonna have to pay the bills. You still gonna have to cook and clean. You still gonna have to take your shower. Just that's the way life is, you can miss friends, you can miss family members. And here's the thing, I look at it like this, and I'm not saying that I am the one, because I'm not. If I was the one, you would think I would have like 100 of friends, or 10 friends, 5 friends, 3 friends. I might have 2. I know for a fact I got 1, but I might have 2. One of them is still, I don't care if we've been knowing each other for 5, 10 years. You're still in the makings. That does, you're my friend, but I don't know if you're going to go off on me one day. I mean, I've seen some things, so that's why I say, I got a friend. And I told you guys about that friend the other day. But everybody else, I may use the word friend loosely, not trying to, because I do consider you friends. But those type of friends are transitional friends. They'll come and then they'll go. They got their time with you, and it's hurtful, but it is what it is. You guys, we're going to pick up a new case. I don't know what case you guys are wanting to hear about and wanting to follow. We always follow She said, that's what I got. I got a black one. And girl, and it'll make your house look good. And you know what's so funny? Zena says she got a black roof on her house. Make sure it's a 30-year one. It is. But that doesn't mean it's going to last for 30. That means it can. But because I'm going to tell you something. This is not my first roof. This is my third. Okay, when I had the house built, that's my first roof. Then I put a claim in on insurance when a lot of hail came, and I can't remember what year that was. That had okay. So I've been staying here since 1996. So this is my 30-year anniversary. Yes, this is my 30th year anniversary. This house is 30 years old. It got old, and my kids got old. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I had my kids before I had the house. I wouldn't even got no house if I didn't have kids. I'm just telling you. I thank God I did. I'm so happy I did. But let me tell you the reason why. Okay? The reason why is because now I do have an investment. Tina says, happy 30-year anniversary to your house. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. So you guys, tell me what it is. Tell me who sings that song, you guys. Because I'm the song, Tell Me What You Want. Who sings that song?
Okay, I understand. I will not share my personal opinions, goals, or how I work.
Who sings I Will Leave Out Any No, it says Tell Me What You Want. So, who sings that song? I say that because a lot of these companies are putting on 15-year roofs. Oh. So Tevin Campbell? Wow. Okay. Drew Hill, girl, shut up. Don't tell me Drew Hill sings that song because I'm going to go see Drew Hill. Is it Jodeci? I don't know. Who sings the song Tell Me What You Want?
Several artists have recorded Tell Me What You Want. Popular versions include Loose Ends, Weezer, Flo Milli, Caroline Rose, and Jimmy Ruffin. They released their versions in different years, with Loose Ends version being from 1984.
Oh. But who sings it now? Do Drew Hill? She said, yes, ma'am. Oh, let me see. Drew Hill sing Tell Me What You Want. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably it. Let's see. Uh-oh. They got something on here. We don't want that on there. Hold on, you guys.
Anytime you want it, let me know. I won't ask why.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh boy. Yes, yes, yes. So do you guys know I will be in Atlanta August. I'm going to Atlanta in August, you guys. I'm going to spend a week in Atlanta. And I'm going to the R&B Lovers Tour. You guys know anything about that? The R&B Lovers Tour, where you have Keith Sweat, Drew Hill, Genuine, Joe, and Close Closet or something like that. You will have a ball, girl, and we got front seats, okay? I told Papa, he said, we spent that money. Papa, I said, we gonna go. He said, if we gonna go all in. We gonna have a good time. Girl. And so let me tell you, she said, girl, you gonna have a ball. And we get the red carpet too. So we get to eat dinner there. We have to arrive 2 hours early, and we're gonna have dinner and wine. My son's calling. Hold on. Hey, what's up?
What's up? You ain't gotta worry about Junior.
Okay, good.
She grabbing him.
Okay. I was just making sure.
I called you.
I know, but I was live now.
Oh, sorry.
That's
All
a,
right.
all right, babe.
You done.
All right.
All right.
All right. He said, I called you like, why are you trying to get off the phone? So I was just making sure. Did Junior, is he gonna come here? Because I heard that is a nice show. What are my drivers is trying to one of my drivers are what are my drivers are trying to go? Girl, ain't gonna be no trying to it. I've already got the tickets. So we got to be there. Yeah. Be there, okay? So I want to know, how far is Atlanta from Alabama? Birmingham. I want to know that. Let me ask the question, because that would be nice. How far is Atlanta, Georgia to Birmingham, Alabama? 2 hours. I'm just 2 hours away. I'm 2 hours away. Oh, snap. How far is Atlanta from Birmingham by car? 2 hours and 15 minutes away. I might have to stay another day or something. I might go visit Freddie while I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Because, well, they're going to have the concert Saturday, so my Saturday is full. My Sunday, we going to church, but I'm gonna be there Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just 2 hours away. I'm just 2 hours and 15 minutes away from Freddie. You know what I'm saying? That's a 2 hour drive. I can do that. I just don't know where I'm at, but I can do that. 2 hour drive. Well, see, I would have to see her on like Monday or something, because I wouldn't do it Friday, because, Friday is when, we're going shopping and everything like. we're going to get there Thursday. And so, we got to get familiar and, get some rest, take us a nice shower, go out to eat a little bit or whatever. Friday, we're going to do a little shopping. Saturday, we're going to have the venue of the concert. Sunday, we're going to church. We're going to go to Jamal Bryant's church. She said, don't forget to call me, SP. You in Atlanta? She said, about 2 hours. Yeah. And then we're going to Jamal Bryant's church on Sunday. And I'm going to still have a Monday and Tuesday. And I'm thinking we're going to the Art Aquarium. We're going to go to the Art Aquarium Friday. Shopping in Art Aquarium Friday. She said, I live in Atlanta. You do? But not you are you gonna be close to where I'm gonna be at? Like we're gonna stay. My daughter's going to book me an Airbnb. I don't want to stay in a hotel because I kind of want my I don't want so I just don't want to be on the road a lot. So I may not see Freddie this time. I'm an hour from the airport. Oh my God. You're an hour from the airport. Well, I want to stay closer to the airport. Well, no, not really. I really want to stay close to the State Farm arena, because that's where they're going to have the concert at. So we're putting everything around the concert. You know what I'm saying? Downtown Atlanta, close to downtown, right? So you guys, if you guys want me to go live and say, hey, this is what we're doing. Hey, here we are. What's going on? It would be nice. It would be nice. So yeah. So I don't know how far is the State Farm Arena from the airport. Let me see. How far is the State Farm Arena from the airport in Atlanta? It's 18 minutes. It's 18 minutes. So they say walking, it would take you 3 hours. But it says it says 10 miles. So it's just 18 minutes. The 2 hours is Alabama. Oh yeah. I got you. So I might I don't know if Papa wants to drive for 2 hours and go, hey, you want to see your home girl. And I do. I want to see her so bad because we're so close, and I don't know, her great granddaughter is my goddaughter. So I haven't seen her personally, and I want to come and see her, I want to see her, be that close and be like, dang, but 2 hour drive, because it's 2 hour drive there and 2 hour drive back. And what city will you be staying in? What do you mean? I'm going to be staying right there. What you mean? What city? Atlanta. Atlanta is the city. What you talking about? Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia is the city. Atlanta is the city. Georgia is the state. So I will be staying in Atlanta. Yeah, we might can make that drive if Papa wants to. He'll you know what he'll say? He'll say, I don't care if that's what you want to do. You know, whatever I want to do, that's good, But shoot, because you know what? We went to this I don't know why I want to say commissary. Convocation in Tennessee, and we ended up going to the convocation in Tennessee, visiting his dad that lived in Texarkana, Arkansas, and then the next day we drove to Dallas and then came back to Arkansas. What city will you be staying in? I don't know. I don't know. Wherever the State Farm Arena's at, that's where I'm gonna stay at. I'm 46 minutes from the State Farm Arena. That's where we're gonna stay. The State Farm Arena is in Decatur, right? The State Farm Arena is in Decatur. So I'm pretty sure we're going to stay around Decatur or but my daughter is she's going to book the and I told her, I've never been in an Airbnb, never ever ever. Always, we always get the Marriott, the Hilton, the 5-star, whatever, and that's not because we got money. It's because, like we save, because normally, like I can, and my husband got me hooked on staying in 5-star because it doesn't matter to me. I could stay in Motel 6 or 8 or whatever. It don't matter to me as long as there ain't no bugs and long as the sheets are clean or whatever. She said, okay, because it could be Peachtree City or Apatita and so on. Okay. Well, I know that Peachtree got some kind of venue there where they got like a off on the weekends or something, like a open market or something in a park or something. And they got these food venues where you can go and we are foodies. We are foodies. We love to go and try new foods and stuff. She said the Kojic Church Convocation. Yes, that's where we haven't been in a while, and I think he's getting back into doing his thing, so when the COVID thing came around, everything got shut down a little bit, but he's back doing what he loves to do. Okay, that's Atlanta. She said, okay, that's Atlanta. Okay. So I've never been, you guys. I hear it's a place that you probably want to go and visit, but not stay. The women, when they come out of Atlanta, they say they don't want to go back and live back at Atlanta. I don't know why they say that, but a lot of them be like, I'm not moving back to Atlanta. But I don't know. Like I like to see what the atmosphere is or what the environment is and how is it's different and and things of that nature. And we're gonna go to Philadelphia one day, and we're gonna go to Detroit. I've been to Chicago, but I'm scared of Detroit, but that is something that is on my list. I'm scared of Detroit, but it is on my list. And we would have went if there was any signs of Naziah, we would win. And I'm not saying that it's a no, we're never gonna go. Actually, we were saving to go, and I couldn't just take off work, And if I would have known they were being up and up with the court dates, it's so hard to figure out the court dates. Like, we didn't have nobody down there really telling us what's really was going on. Everybody was shade treating the story, and they have court today and not today and tomorrow and next week, and they canceled it, and it was this and it was that. Kind of just like the thing that was in Atlanta. So when the young man got taken out, for just driving his car, they pulled him over and he didn't pull over, and next thing you know, they beat him to death. You know what I'm saying? She said, take a trip to the municipal market. They have good food. Where's that at? Zena, where's that at? See, even yeah, so anywho's, you guys, I'm getting prepared to go. Hopefully I'll lose probably a good 10 pounds before I go. I've been trying, but ain't nothing happened. I did lose 7 pounds, but it's kind of that wavery 7 pounds that it's on, you eat, it's off when, you don't eat, whatever, it ain't like you worked out and you lost it, you just lost it because you didn't eat today or whatever, so anyway, so yeah, I want to know, you guys, what case is you guys looking at that you guys want us to, let's go in and let's talk about it. Let's get the details. Let me know. Zena said, it depends where you live. Live in the suburbs outside of Atlanta in Snellville. Well, I should have been going to Atlanta when Young Thug was going to court and everything. Told y'all I was trying to make ways of going on up there. Do you know about the young lady that was hemmed by her baby daddy? I don't know what. No, I don't. Please let me know. So, yeah. She said Drew Hill sing that song. Oh, I love a good song. And we're going to be right up front. It's going to be loud. Tina said, did you hear about the young lady that was murdered by her baby daddy? By her baby daddy? It happened Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday night. She said downtown Atlanta. Yeah, okay. So it's downtown Atlanta. Okay, so that's cool. So I will definitely, you're going to have to remind me of the place. It's called Municipal Market. You're going to have to remind me what, because I'm supposed to be writing this stuff down. You know, because somebody told me go to eat at the Peak, Two Peak or something. Two Peak, I don't know what it was called. There's a Two Peak place, Two Peak something. I was writing stuff down. I'm gonna write it down though. It get closer and closer. It's a little bit far away, but it's just nice to know. Like I said, you know, we done already bought the tickets, and we're not gonna go back on the tickets because guess what? You know, you don't get your money back. Well, yeah, I do got insurance on it if, you know, I missed the flight or can't get a flight in or something. I get my money back, but I ain't trying to do all that. But what happened was the other day, I ended up trying to get back on live and get my subscription back on. You have to pay money, which is $44 a month. They ended up taking $500 for the whole year. And I was like, I wasn't trying to do that. I'd rather pay $44 a month. And they was like, well, we took $500 out of your account. Hello.
Hey, SP, how you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. It seems like that we're playing not phone tag, but we're tapping to each other's phones to see what kind of cases. So look, I was taking out the trash Saturday morning.
Yes.
And I was on Facebook, you know, being nosy.
Being nosy.
Anyway, being nosy, that's what I do. So anyway, this young man popped up on my news feed. He said, I just filmed my baby mama. She was fixing to tell on me Monday, which would have been today, okay?
Uh-huh.
So what she was going to do was she was going to have him in jail for the rest of his life for
For him, he
murder.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's in Alabama. It's in Alabama. So now let me just say this, okay?
Uh-huh.
So the young lady, I don't know, Aria. I want to say her name is Aria, and I don't know the whole details, but I heard through the grapevine that Aria was setting these dudes up to get murdered by her baby daddy.
Uh-huh. Why? Why?
Girl, that's what I want to find out. Why?
Oh.
You know how the media go. They ain't gonna tell you everything.
Okay. You're right.
They ain't gonna tell you everything.
Right.
That's where you come in at.
Yeah. Okay. So is there any?
So the sister of the baby daddy,
Mm-hmm.
she came out and spoke,
Mm-hmm.
and she sounds. Now, God forgive me what I'm about to say. She sounds like an idiot. Girl, sit down. Be quiet.
Okay.
Now, respect. That's your brother. Okay. So anyway, he murdered himself that same night as he murdered his baby mama.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. So he took himself out.
Yeah.
Okay. So he didn't go to jail.
No.
So he been taking people out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, when the live stream was going, you know how the internet goes. You know, everybody was assuming. You know, no, he this person and what was it? 2024 or something like that. But anyway, no, he this person and you know, she was setting him up. You know, well, anyway, that's what the sister said. You know, she was, you know, Bonnie and Clyde. That's what she said.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
Bonnie and Clyde.
All this Alabama stuff. What's wrong with these women in
Girl,
Alabama?
alive.
She burnt her kids up alive.
Yeah, in the car.
Oh, goodness. Huh. Okay.
What story do you want?
Well,
I got plenty of them.
well, both of them sounds really interesting. It seems like, but there's no ongoing because did they get the woman that burnt her kids up alive?
Yeah, actually, she had court.
Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Because
And she's playing. I hate to go here, but she's playing the same card that Corey played. You know, that incompetency, and you know, she admitted to the authorities. Yeah, I did it.
she did.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we can look into that. I want to look into that. Make sure you send me the link so I can find it and we can look into that and that'll be one, but we need another one.
Well, if one of your moms would be kind enough to tell me what they seen, and then we could put it all together, you know, all in one basket, you know, and then you could pick. You know, we could talk for one topic and talk about another topic and go from there.
Yeah, because I done had enough. I done had a nice break and you know, I think God sometimes takes us from situations when it gets too toxic for us, you know.
Exactly.
And I believe, and I don't get mad about the situation, but I believe he just does it in a way, and we be like, well, did the flame go out? No, the flame didn't go out. It's just like, no, just do this, do that. You got to do this, do that. You got to get this done. You got to get that done, you know. And so,
you know, and you being the content creator, you know, you need a mental break too, you know.
yes.
We all tend to forget that.
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. It pulls a lot out of you when you see people. You get disturbed by people when they play dumb and they do things that irritate you, knowing that they doing it on purpose and intentionally, and you know, and you be like, golly, why am I so I used to be so patient and now I'm so agitated because, you know, this person say this or this person does that, you know. And I seen a difference and I prayed about it. I said, Lord, my patience is just so short now.
Because you know why?
Why?
You seen the hogwash that comes out in the wash?
Yeah.
God is giving you that clarity is going to come out not the way you want it to.
Right.
Not the way we think.
Right.
Because look, how many cases have we been on? Several.
Hundreds.
And they come out the same way.
They come out the same way. They come out, we're bitter, we're mad, we don't get no solace behind it. We get no satisfaction. We might be like, yeah, that person deserved to be caught or in jail or whatever. I mean, you know, we didn't make the decision, but we agreed upon whatever happened. Like, say, for instance, Corey. You know, we didn't get no closure on Cody. And we just didn't.
We didn't.
We got no closure on Cody. And yeah, the father's in jail. And that's that.
Yeah.
It's like, it could be a whole year of, you know, following people, following what they say, following, you know, court, the lawyers, the police, people that's close to the situation or live in the state, and hearing what they say really getting to know what that person was. We do get to know what the person was like in a some of a sense, not 100%, but as close as we can get. We figure that person, is if they are liar, cheater, someone with no heart,
Right.
like Corey, no heart.
No heart.
He did what he did, and he's gonna take it to the grave with him.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
He's a punk.
and then you would think like Jarvis. Everybody was thinking Jarvis was just gonna go do time, and I told y'all, I was like,
Man, SP, you did tell us.
yeah,
You said it. You said it. You said it. And you said it. And I said it. And I said, you said it.
yeah. I said, this, y'all, like, no, that's what I was telling them the other day. I was like, they telling me he's trying to take himself out, and that's what he's gonna do. And we need to pray for him. And we pray for him, and then the next thing I know, it came up on my feet.
I heard that Jarvis did that. I don't know. I think I did do some celebration. I mean, God forgive me for saying that, but I did. I was like, dang, now where do we go from here?
Yeah, because it didn't.
Josiah is gone.
Yeah, and we got no other clues, none, because that was it.
That was it.
He took it with him,
Yeah.
and so.
It's a shame, how these parents do these kids. Leave them alone.
Yes.
Just because y'all going through a dispute or disagreement or whatever the case may be, a divorce, leave the kids out of it.
Right. Right.
Well, on your little break, one of our governors up here in Virginia, he shot himself and his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Girl.
People are doing stuff.
Look, that's why I come home from work, mind my business, sit in my house, and I just mind my business. I don't come out until the next day.
That's not going to be enough, though.
I know.
Right now, it's okay. But what's going to happen when they start coming up in your house?
Look, you're right. You're right.
You know?
You're right. And you're right. Oh, Lord. All right. Well, let me get on that Texas mama.
All righty.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. So, yeah. Yeah. Life is something, you guys. It is. It's crazy. So, let's see. She say, the father that took the baby daddy out on Facebook. Let me see. Let's see. Let me see if I can see this real quick. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. It says update your app. Okay. It's making me update my app. So I don't know what it did. See, it says update my app, but I'm trying to update my app. It wants me to free up space. You don't have enough space to install this app. Oh, God. They want me to free up apps I don't use, but I only got one freaking app on the dang phone. I need another phone. Yeah, I only got one app on the phone, and it's like, you don't need that one. Let's spill in Montgomery, Alabama on 5. Let's see here. Yeah, that rapper, I know. 4 hours ago, an ongoing investigation is being conducted into the death of 2 individuals, which the authorities believe could be a murder-suicide. Okay. Okay. So, Zena, see, you got to give me the names and stuff because it won't let me update my app. So, Zena. I heard about him. I heard about him. I remember even seeing him. An ongoing investigation is being conducted into the death of 2 individuals, which the authorities believe could be a murder-suicide. The story has received plenty of social media attention. On social media, the victims were identified as Alabama rapper Little Spill and Andrea Grant, who also goes by RP or Carr. Grant is the mother of Spill's child. No confirmation from the authorities about the identity of the victims has been made yet. According to social media users, Grant was supposed to testify in an earlier murder case of Spill. Moreover, they said the 2 men met prior to the murder-suicide. The details of the shooting are still ongoing in investigation. Following the death, there were claims from some social media users that Spill went live on Facebook a few times, stating some past criminal activity and claiming that Grant had spoken to law enforcement prior to her court appearance. This information has been confirmed by the police yet. It hasn't been. Okay, we'll look into it. Yeah, following the death. Okay. She's a pretty girl, too. Let me take the picture. I don't know if this phone will even take pictures. Oh, it took it. So you see everybody, they, see that everybody is on that story, SP. That's the baby daddy took out, his baby mama. He admitted to. Oh, really? He doesn't even look like a killer. He doesn't. He looks like a young. Second day I had seizures, and the third day I had a seizure, and I ate a thing, and I stopped having them. So I was like, F, now I can't quit, right? Anyway, you guys, yeah, we're gonna look into this. Okay, so he went live. Okay, so he went live on Facebook, allegedly confessing to taking the baby mom out. Okay, we'll talk about that for this week. Okay. So I will see you guys. Let me get some more information, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I got it, Zena. She said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay. And we'll see. But, those cases are not going nowhere. Those cases would be just something we could chat about until, a really nice case comes along that is still open and ongoing, and we want to know where the child is at, or we want to know who did what. He done took her out and him out. The case is over with. If he took out 5-6 people, who gonna tell it now? She can't say nothing and he can't say nothing. So it's just over. Those are cases that some cases are not gonna be solved. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. My time is up. I will see you guys tomorrow. Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.